Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I'm just gonna be fast and go around the point because man, I don't have no time. So okay. I want to talk about HIV. You are HIV you have HIV or you are HIV positive. Okay, that's the topic I'm talking tonight. 7 p.m. live Dallas, Texas. You have HIV positive or you are HIV positive or you were diagnosed HIV positive. Or I want to say you were misdiagnosed HIV positive. That is the topic. Dan dan. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. It got started in Washington, D.C. with the health scare and all of that when I came in America. So it got started in Washington with the fibroids. When I came here, I don't know, my eyes were red. I just had some little health scare. My body was changing. It was probably normal that it was like climate change, you understand? Because each time you have never been in America, you've been in Africa all your life. You've been in Africa for 29 years. And then you move to another country. It's probably there's this climate change because if you have stayed in a particular country for 29 years and you were born in that country, Africa is so hot and all of that shit. And then you live in that country that you were born and you stayed in that country for 29 years. And then for the first time, you are leaving that country and you are moving to another country, which is America. That is always so cold. Different climate change can affect your health and you look like you're sick. You understand? So I already got it that I will be affected with the climate change right away. You will have some health scare because your body will change. Because you have lived in Africa, you have lived in Cameroon for 29 years, and now you're moving to America or you're leaving Africa to America for the first time. Possibility that you will have some challenges with your health, your body will change. So I already knew about it. So when I came in America, I stayed 1 month, 3 months in the house I was staying in Washington. I started seeing my body started changing. And I knew it. And I was crying. My eyes were red. My body was changing. And I could not understand it. And it was cold when I came. I came in November 5th, 2011. That was around fall when they were preparing themselves for winter. I came in a very bad climate time. I didn't come when it was summer. I didn't come when it was spring, that the weather was almost like the weather we have in Africa. I came when it was fall, November. And December, they were getting ready for winter. They were getting ready for snow. It was so cold. I'm wearing jacket. I was reminded that bring hot clothes, bring jacket because it's gonna be cold. I already had in the back of my mind that I'm gonna have some health challenges leaving Africa and coming to America for first time. I already knew that. So when I came, I started walking 3 months in America. My body started changing. My eyes were red. My body was changing, and I knew, I said, Clarice, I knew your body was going to change because you've switched to another country and you're going to have these challenges with your body. You have to get it right. You have to drink a lot of water. You have to drink a lot of juice. You have to eat a lot of fruit, and you have to have a lot of rest because your body is going to give you a lot of challenges for the first time coming in America. I knew it. It was cold. So my body started changing. I was freaking out. I didn't tell anyone in that house. The only person I told was my mom. I went to walk. I went to the bathroom. I said, I gotta have to call my mom. Everything that was always happening to me, I was always calling my mother. Even the people I was staying in their houses, they were strangers. I wasn't feeling comfortable telling strangers any of my business. I was always calling my mother, I was always calling my dad, and I was telling them exactly what is happening to me. I was not talking to no stranger, I was not talking to no one. I did not trust none of them. The people in the house, I did not tell them, I did not tell my friends, nothing. I went to work, I went to the bathroom, I called my mother. I said, Mom, the climate change is affecting me. My eyes are getting red, my body is swollen, my whole body is changing. I don't understand. So my mom would say, I'm scared, go to the hospital. So I said, Mom, I'm going to go to the hospital. I went to the hospital. I took my paycheck. I took $1,000. I went to private hospital in Washington, D.C. Not a public hospital, not a call. I went to private hospital close to my house. I went and consulted. They said, why are you here? I said, my body is changing. I'm from Africa. I've been in America for 3 months. And my eyes are red. And my whole body is changing. I don't know. I want to do a blood test and I want to carry some lab tests to see what is going on with me. I'm someone that like going to hospital. I'm someone that don't like taking medication. I'm someone that don't like doing drugs, except the whole thing is so serious. So the man went to the hospital, carried test, came back, told me to come back after 2 weeks for my result. I went, he took the blood test, I went home. 2 weeks I went by in the hospital. As usual, you have to verify before you can diagnose someone. I came back, the man said I have fibroid. I don't know, all these are medical terms. I said, what the heck is fibroid? He said, what? He said, no, he said you have hepatitis B. The fibroid thing was in Boston. The first diagnosis was hepatitis. He said you have hepatitis B. I said, what the heck is hepatitis B? All this is your medical language. I don't understand medical language. But what I understand is I have this Bible. And Jesus told me, you are healed by his stripe. You are healed. If you can only believe in Jesus, if you can believe that there's no illness, you can be healed with this Bible. So I said, I understand it's your medical term. I'm not taking no medication. I'm not taking no drugs. I'm not taking nothing. So I left the hospital mad, did not tell no one in the house. I just went straight to CVS. I went over the counter. I picked some clean medication over the counter, took the medication, and went home. I started drinking it to clean my, it was getting worse. My eye was getting red. My whole body was changing. I said, what the heck is going on? I went to see I'm taking this medication, they're not working. I took all those medication I got from CVS. I put them in the trash. What I did, I started eating healthy. I won't even eat the food the lady was. I was eating fruits. I was eating salad. I was eating vegetable. I was drinking a lot of water. I was drinking juice. I said, whatever the hepatitis come from, it's gonna go. The man was like, you gonna get surgery? I said, I'm not getting no fucking surgery. I'm gonna drink a lot of water. I'm gonna drink a lot of juice. I'm gonna eat a lot of salad. I'm gonna eat fruit. I'm gonna eat veggies. And everything that in my body will get out. Because I'm not supposed to believe that I'm sick. I am spiritual. Whatever it is, my body will get out. I had that positive in my mind that you are not sick. Medical doctor, fuck you. And 6 months, all of that thing went away. I was clean, drinking only water, juice, everything went away with 6 months. I was surprised. I look at my body, I was glowing, understand? But I later found out that the house I was staying, they were putting poison in my water, or they were putting poison in my drink. There was something, they were poisoning my food, and they were poisoning my drink. Later when I left the house, that when I moved to another house, I started finding that these people I was staying with were the one poisoning my food, and they were poisoning my drink and making my skin look like I was sick. But I did not understand it. So I moved to Boston. They continued. They started poisoning my water. They poisoned my drink. I bloated. I thought I was pregnant. And I was dating a boy, a colleague called Sheldon. The youngest guy I've ever dated, Sheldon, 26. We were working for Dunkin' Donuts. He was staying with his mom. I'll always go for weekend with his mom. So she saw me fat, bloated. She said, my mom said you have fibro. I said, Sheldon, where does that come from? He said, my mom said you need to go to the hospital to have fibro. I said, Sheldon, I don't have no fucking fibro. It's none of our business. Wherever the fibro come from, this Bible, we're gonna remove it. Because I'm not taking drugs, I'm not taking medication, I'm not going to hospital, I'm not taking no surgery. I was drinking water, I just eat fruit, I eat salad, I eat veggie, detox, I sleep, I rest. 1 whole year. That blood that died, that everything went like I did. No hospital, no everything went away. I'm just a positive kind of person. I am not a negative person. Understand? You're negative. That's when all those things, all those illness start coming at you. Everything disappeared. I went to New York. I met this guy, Chad Conrad, took me and stayed in the house. He just said, you gotta go to a hospital so I can check you in, come staying in his house. Let's see if you're okay. I went to the hospital. The man took tests, took my blood test, they went to lab. He said, come back after 2 weeks. We're gonna see if you have HIV. We're gonna find what illness is in your body. So when it took that, I went home. 2 weeks I went by the hospital. The man said, I'm sorry, you have HIV. You are HIV positive. I said, what? He said, you are HIV. I said, hell no. I was laughing. He said, why are you laughing? I said, because I don't have no HIV. And if I do have HIV, it's going back to sender. I don't believe in HIV. I don't believe in illnesses. And when I get sick, I will really know. There's some illnesses, there's some diseases. But right now, I'm not infected. Right now, I am not sick. If I am sick, I will drink water, I'll eat veggies, I'll eat fruit, and all of that disease and inflammation will die and go where it come from. So I laughed. I came back home, come around, and said, what did the doctor tell you? I didn't want to tell him, but I was staying with the man. And I trust the man. I felt his spirit that I could trust him. He said, what did the doctor tell you? I started crying. He said, why are you crying? I said, the doctor said I'm HIV positive. He said, is that what the doctor told you? I said, he said, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. Now you gotta go home to Dallas, Texas. Now you gotta go to your cousins. So I came to Dallas, Texas. I stayed with my cousin for 1 month. So they were asking me when the doctor told you. I said nothing. I said nothing. Because they wanted to know if you were sick. So I said I'm not telling them shit. These people have their own life, they have their own illnesses, they don't tell you shit. So what make you think I will tell you shit? So I'm not telling you shit. Understand? Point closed. They didn't even want me to stay in the house, they kicked me out. So I left, moved to the shelter, I met Franklin. When I met Franklin, we were in the shelter, there was corona, everybody died in America, pandemic, corona, everybody in the shelter. There were like 1,000 people in the shelter. New York, everyone is hospitalized, people dying, corona, everywhere locked up. No job, everybody dying. I'm the shelter, I met Franklin. He said he likes African lady, he likes me, South African American, he wanna date me, he wanna be friends with me. I said, I like you too. Say you wanna be my friend? I said, yes. We started dating in shelter. We will go to a hotel, we spend 1 week, we spend 1 month, and then we come back on the shelter. He got a job, all that stuff. 3 months later, I got pregnant with Derek. And I called him. He was walking. I'll be in the shelter. He walk, come back around 5 p.m. and I'll be calling him. I say, Frank, I am pregnant. He said, what? I said, I'm pregnant. I missed my period. He said, are you serious? He said, yes. So he said, I got a job. So he took me straight in an apartment. He said, I got an apartment. I'm moving you in. We went to Dallas. We got an apartment in Montecito Creek. 1 bedroom apartment. That was it. Pregnant with Derek, I did not go to the hospital because I was avoiding all the health thing. They would tell me you're HIV, you're sick, and all. So I never went to the hospital with Derek. I did not know the sex of the baby. I did not know if it was a boy. I did not know if it was a girl. I'd say I'm not going to the hospital till delivery. I kept the baby for 9 months. I was drinking water, eating food, just eating healthy, resting. Thank God he didn't pressure me to go to the hospital. He said, if you don't want to go to the hospital, I'm not going to pressure you. Understand? So he was cool with me. Till 9 months, that was time for delivery. I was in so much pain that I had to go to the hospital. I was in pain. I wanted to push that baby at home if I could push it. But I was in 10 hours pain. It was so painful I could not even breathe. That was like, if I have to deliver this baby by myself, I will die in this house. I felt like this is emergency. That's me. If I feel emergency, I'll call emergency. If I don't feel emergency, I will not do it. So I felt it. I said, I'm going to hospital. I said, Frank, call 911. Threw the phone at me. He said, died. I died the phone. They came, took me to the hospital. City Hospital in Dallas, Texas. That's why I gave birth to Derek. City Hospital, Dallas, Texas. So I said, call. He said, what hospital? I said, City Hospital. They came. They said, which hospital? City Hospital. They took me to City Hospital. I went. That was February 24th night. I was in pain, labor the whole 24th night. Derek did not come out. Pain. Asked for epidural. They didn't want to give me a epidural. I was just in pain, begging for med. But the reason why I went to the hospital for me to get medication so that pain can ease, but the doctor refused me medication. They said, we'll not give you no painkiller, we'll not give you no med. I was so pain. I said, I'm gonna die with this pain if you don't give me. They said, we don't know if you're in labor. I said, I mean 10 hours labor. I didn't know this is labor. It's like, we don't know. They came around 12 midnight, 1 a.m. and the doctor gave me a epidural. That's when I cooled down. I slept. Then around 8 a.m. in the morning, the labor started again. I was crying. I said, hey, the pain again. The doctor said, let me check your cervix. They checked my cervix. I was 10 centimeters gone. They were ready to come out. The lady was screaming, you 10 centimeters, don't push. We'll get you the doctor. You 10 so she ran away, called the doctor, they came. And I pushed 3 times. Derek came out. 7 pounds. They said, man, she's doing so fucking good. You understand? They put Derek right there. They weighed Derek 7 pounds. They said, man, this girl, so it's your first birthday. I said, yeah, you do so great. You understand? 8:24 early in the morning, February 25th, Derek was born. 7 pounds. They were clapping for me. They were like, man, this lady is powerful. This lady is gold. First delivery. You did great. The doctor was so nice. And he left. Those next, they started doing drama when the doctor left. They didn't want to give my baby. They didn't want to touch there was corona. I have no corona. They said they go take my test. They went in the hospital. They diagnosed. They said you don't have corona, but you have HIV. I said, what the heck? Oh, so if I have HIV, I'm not going to hold my baby anymore? Understand? They started pumping nurses in my office, in my room. I said, you have HIV, you're infected. I said, what the heck? So if I have HIV, I'm not going to hold Derek. I did not see Derek till 5 p.m. After pushing my baby 8 a.m. in the morning. They took that baby to the nursery. They washed the baby. They kept the baby. They didn't want me to hold the baby. At 5 p.m., that's when the nurse brought Derek to me to hold. But I didn't even bother because I was so tired from the labor. You understand? I said, you know what? I am tired, but I'm just going to go to rest and sleep. I'm tired. I'm hungry. All I need is call Frank to come right here. I didn't have my charger with me. I had my phone with me. It died off. So I called Frank right away in the morning, February 25th. I said, Frank, I've given birth to a son, and I've named him Derek. Come right away. When come with my church. He said, I'll be there at night because I'm going to work. I said, fine. So I went to sleep. I was tired. When the nurses were doing the drama, I said, you know what? I'm fucking tired. I'm stressed. I'm going to rest. And when I get up, my baby should be by my bedside. 8 a.m., February 25th, I pushed Derek. They took my baby and ran away. Said they want to wash the baby. And did not bring the baby back to me. I said, I'm not going to start drama. I'm going to go to sleep. They start calling me, Mom, you have HIV. You allow another woman to breastfeed your baby. I said, what the heck is going on? I want to see my son. Bring that baby right here. Who the hell tell you people are sick or have infection cannot hold their own baby? Eh? Let the father, Derek, Frank, come right here. You understand? I just went to sleep. That was healthy, 7 pounds. They were so jealous. Frank came 10 p.m. the night on my charger. I charged the phone. I already had Derek with me 5 p.m. holding Derek. She was so beautiful as I was crying. Frank came 10 p.m. on my phone. He was video calling his mama. And mama said, what's his name? And Frank said his name is Derek. And then put his middle name Anton. And she just off the fool right there. I said, wow, I don't know what's wrong with her. Okay, cut the short story. We went home the next. They didn't even want to release me. They wanted to put me another night. I said, I'm not staying in this hospital another night. I said, Frank, we going home tomorrow. Frank is staying. I said, Frank, I'm going home. You can stay. They try to keep my baby. I said, I'm not doing all this shit with you. So I left. I left Frank and went home. They left my baby for 1 week in the hospital with Frank. They say doing some check. I said, fuck you guys. And cut the story. So after 1 week, Frank came with my baby and all of that shit. And then 1 month later, that was February, March, Frank started fucking me again. Started having sex with me. I said, Frank, I just have Derek. Want to let me rest? Around March 25th. It started coming again. I won't have another baby. Had sex with me 1 month after my baby. I said, Frank, I got pregnant again. I got pregnant again with Queen. I knew, I said, this time it's a girl. This time it's Queen Allen. This time, I knew that was a big girl I was carrying. The baby, and my pregnancy was so small with Queen. With Derek, my pregnancy was big. With Queen, it was so small. And she was so picky with food. The kind of food I was eating is not the food that Derek was eating. Derek was eating jam when I was pregnant with Derek. Derek would eat anything. But with Queen, there was so much pickiness with Queen. I knew it was a girl. Got pregnant again. Cut the story start October. That's when we got evicted, and then Frank told me, say, go to shelter. You can't stay with my mom because she won't let you. I started roaming the street for 1 week, stressed out in Parkland. Then I went into labor. I rushed into that hospital in labor. That's when I started that YouTube video with Queen. I rushed there. I say, I'm feeling pressure. It seems like I'm going to labor. That was October 15. They said, okay, if you are feeling labor, just go right in. They took my ID. They checked me in. They took me in delivery room. I lay there. I entered that hospital around 5 p.m. Right? I was calm as hell. Just a little contraction. Calm as hell. By around 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., Queen was like a wall, like she was about to woo on my stomach, woo, non-stop. I was screaming. I said, she's coming, she's coming. The next kid said, we're going to check your cervix, you dilated. They came check my cervix, was 6 centimeters dilated. That lady said, you're 6 centimeters dilated. You cannot push. I said, what the heck? I'm going to die. She said, you can't push. You're 6 centimeters dilated. You can't push this baby. I said, what are you going to do? Say, we're going to do a C-section for you because you are not fully dilated and you are in real labor pain. I said, whatever. 10 p.m. midnight, October 16. I said to me, take me to the theater. I don't want to die. Take this. I was 66 centimeters. I can't push. They took me in the theater 10 p.m. The nurses were slow. The people were carrying the surgery were children of 16 years old, like trained people that were on training, carrying C-section on you. They were not professionals at all doing a C-section on you. They were like kids of 16, 21 doing treatment or doing experience on your body. No experienced doctor were in that room for my C-section. No experience. They blocked this thing. They were so slow. They were not even caring of my pain. They refused me epidural. 10 p.m. they completed the C-section. They took Queen out. Queen was so small. Queen was so small. 3 pounds. I wasn't sure. I said, how come Queen is 3 pounds? I thought there were 2 babies in my womb. How come you go tell me Queen is 3 pounds? If this Queen is 3 pounds, then there were 2 babies inside. Queen cannot be 3 pounds. She was so little. He said, okay, but she was not even ready to come. She had like extra 3 months to come. She was 7 months. She came early. She was 7 months and she weighed 3 pounds. She had extra 3 months to come out because that was October, November, December. She was really supposed to come around December. She was due December. That's 7 months, October, 8 months, November, and 9 December. So she had 2 months extra. 2 months extra to develop. But she just came out in October, 7 months, when she was supposed to come out December. I cried. They did stitches. They took me to NICU. I stayed there for 2 months. They came again with HIV. thousands of doctors in my office. They won't let me rest. They won't let me sleep. Miss Clarice, you have HIV. We'll go check you in the hospital. You will go check you in mental institution. You go start taking medication. You go do all this. Oh, I say, get out of my place. Get the fuck out. Eh? Nobody's helping. Nobody feeling sorry for you. They'll always come and tell you, HIV is not a crime. Illness is not fucking crime. If I have HIV, fuck you. I don't want to take your medication. I won't take no drugs. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to depend on this Bible that tells me you're healed when you believe in the Bible. I chased them out. I said, get out. I will sue that hospital. I gave birth to Queen in Parkland Hospital. I gave birth to Derry in City Hospital. They were born in different hospitals. Derry was born in City Hospital. And Queen was born in Parkland. And I had C-section with Queen. She had 2 months to come, but she came early. She was so little. When I saw her, I cried. I thought she would make it. But she made it. That's why she came out. I gave her that name, Queen. I said, nobody's going to change this name. Because what happened to me with this baby, she going to know what happened why I gave her that name, Queen. My mom never gave me any joy when she gave birth to me. She never named me Queen, but I have named you Queen. And you're going to know why I gave you the name Queen. I was in pain. And the name means sense. All of their name means sense. Derek also means sense. I'm not just giving name because I just want to give name. You want to be jealous? Be jealous. You want to hate? Hate. I had a reason why I gave her the name Queen Allen. I saw her. I had so many names for her. But when I saw her, all the names I had for her disappeared. I was just so confused. I didn't even know what to give her. I said, what I'm going to give my daughter? Huh? I said, if I want to put Clarice, I have to add a very beautiful name on top of that Clarice. And I said, what we're going to beautify that Clarice? There were so many names that I wanted to give Queen. But when I saw her, all the names that I wanted to give her disappeared. And the only name that came with me was Queen. When the nurse said, what's her name? I said, her name is Queen Clarice Allen. And I called the dad right there on the Skype. He was home. And I said, Frank, I have given birth through C-section. I'm in Parkland Hospital. And the baby name is Queen Clarice Allen. He started crying. And crying. I said, why are you crying? He said, my mom just came in my room and I told her you just gave birth to C-section and you were crying. And my mom know I'm very emotional. I said, come right away in the hospital. He wasn't even there, none of my delivery. He comes later. Came the NICU, saw my baby. Because he was home taking care of my son Derek, so I didn't even complain. The mother never came to the hospital with none of my delivery. The mother, Valerie Allen, never came for Derek's delivery. The sister never came for Derek's delivery. The mother never came for Queen delivery. But when I come home, she snatched my baby and threw me out. She was not in the delivery for Derek. She never, you are supportive as a mother-in-law, sitting there and helping me with the contraction, just sitting here and comforting me till I deliver the baby. That's what mother-in-law does. Or even with Queen, when I was in contraction, she come there and sit and comfort me to the baby delivery. She was never in the hospital to console me with those babies. But the moment the baby were brought home to our house, she didn't want to see me. She said, drop the baby and leave my house. I don't care where you are going to. She threw me right away from the street and make people believe that I abandoned my baby and ran away. This is a different story that if you don't understand, if you don't tell your side of the story, people will misinterpret you and they'll look at you like, oh, she abandoned her baby and she moved to Houston and she started doing this, start doing that. No. What happened is that this woman threw me out when I brought that baby from the hospital. She said, drop that baby and get the fuck out of my house. She was never in the hospital. We talk about mother-in-law assisting their wives and not fighting with them. This lady is not assisting me. She's fighting with me. That is what she's doing. She was never in my delivery with Derek. She was never in the delivery with Queen. And meaning I bring my baby home, she started fighting me. She started dragging the baby to her side. They want me to hold them. They want me. But I was so tired. You know, when you give birth, you want to have to rest. So I didn't even bother because I was so fucking tired that I said I gonna need to rest. And when I'm done resting, you gonna drop those baby in my lap. And you gonna be gone forever. Because you're never gonna see those babies. So I said, I'm just going to leave you right now to enjoy them. She's had them for like 3 years now. Derek will be 4 next February 25th. Derek will turn 4. And Queen is 3 in 2 weeks. And that will be the end for her. She will never have to see my kid again. I allowed her to do it because I knew I needed rest. I had a C-section with Queen. I just had 2 babies in 1 year, back to back 2021. So I didn't have time for fight. I didn't have time to quarrel with her. I said, hold them because I need to rest. But when I'm done resting, I get those baby. I'm never gonna have to see them ever again. Never have to see them. That's my story, and this is the story I'm gonna. This is the second video for the day, so I'm just gonna cut it short. Bye. I'm just so lucky that I have some space. I was so scared that I'm not gonna do this video. Bye. Love you guys. Never allow people to bully you. Never allow people to intimidate you. Never allow anyone run you up. Never allow anyone to force you to do anything you don't want to do. Not even a medical doctor. Do your investigation. They say you're sick. Say, do I feel sick? Or are they lying? These people will go to court. You go have to sue Parkland Hospital. You have to sue that city hospital. And you have to sue all those doctors who lied. It's 5 years today and you're still healthy.